It's hard to look at the monitor that way and like try to catch myself. Like trying to look at yourself in the mirror, but like, try to get the back of your head.
Oh,
don't you remember doing that as a kid?
Trying to like catch yourself, like trying to catch your reflection,
like it's
looking at
you. Welcome back to FU. I'm Thomas.
And this is Zach.
We're two flamingly unfiltered queers who've known each other for over 10 years.
We tend to laugh through the trauma and the drama.
So join us while we discuss all things queer, recent pop culture events, and whatever else we want.
That's a the kids are doing.
Yeah. No, that's the move for that song.
Oh, got it. Yeah. What about doing like the mashed potato instead?
We did the mash.
We did the monster mash. Speaking of that,
the mash.
Halloween is upon us.
Halloween is upon us. Oh my god, spooky season.
This is
officially
Halloween.
October, which is like the best.
Which also means your B-Day.
Also means my birthday. Also means Halloween.
I don't have any gifts for you, which is unfortunate.
That's okay. That's fine.
Maybe they're on their way. You don't know.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for arriving.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for clicking.
Thank you. Please like and subscribe and share and tell all your friends how much you like us.
But more importantly, thanks for your attention.
I love attention. I thrive on attention.
We have a couple comments.
That's exciting. Oh, we've also moved locations.
Oh, yeah.
To be TBD if we're going to stay here.
Yeah, I like it.
I feel less claustrophobic than our corner.
Yeah.
And you can see more of my fun stuff.
And I'm surprised that the dogs aren't like hanging out on the couch over there.
Right. They have a whole couch and a half. I'm surprised Reggie's not sitting on my lap. They must have something better to do. Anyway, comments.
Yep, Sarah commented and she said, she quoted you.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm going to push your wheelchair. What?
Oh no.
I'm going to push your wheelchair over and that's where you'll lay until you're not a bigot. Zach. Zach always comes in with the golden lines. I don't even remember you saying that.
Oh, that's so funny. That sounds like something I would say though.
You were probably heated about something.
I was probably heated about something.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Well, don't be a bigot then. Problem solved. It's very simple. For a dumb question, what's your favorite spatula and do you have a favorite burner?
Favorite spatula?
Yes.
Not anymore.
Did you
spatula, like we're talking about, like it's like this and like that?
Well, I have two. My favorite spatula is the circle pancake one.
Okay.
That's red.
Yeah.
I think Mom actually got it for us. If that ever breaks or melts, I will be livid.
I feel like it is melted because it's plastic. But it's still good. I like that one for eggs for sure.
Yeah, that's the best. Pancake flipper or French toast flipper.
Pancake flipper. I just don't like that it has like slices in it. So sometimes that like breaks the egg.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You have to like get it under that spot that doesn't have the slices in it.
Oh yep.
But otherwise 10 out of 10.
Do we have that? Do we have one that would apply to your egg problem?
The last time I made eggs, I just used a metal spatula.
You just used what?
A metal spatula.
Oh, on our really good pans.
Yeah. And you were watching. And you're like, oh, metal spatula.
metal spatula on our really nice pans.
And then like the one time I use a metal spatula, you're watching, of course.
I just have a sixth sense. I'm like, yeah, metal. Or my other favorite one is the little baby lime green one. That's good for bacon. Good for scraping out bowls.
See, that's like a rubber. Are we including rubber spatulas? Yeah. Okay. Yep. I do like that green one. I use that green one a lot.
Yeah. Did you know
it's a perfect size?
That a black woman invented the spatula.
Oh, no, I didn't.
The more you know.
Which, like the rubber spatula?
The regular
Okay.
baking, like the metal grill ones.
It's kind of weird to think of life before that.
Right. What were they doing before? Were they like
your teeth?
To your teeth?
Seriously.
Just using
or
their
they were
finger.
just like flipping it. And...
Right.
But on the grill, what are you doing on the grill with your fingers? I guess
suppose
maybe
they
the
didn't have
grill.
grills when were grills invented?
But the burner wasn't invented.
Well, yeah, but grills, spatulas specifically, I don't know. Maybe they just use like a stick.
I'm just really trying to rack my brain here. So, yeah, they must
Maybe like a
pans and then they just flipped it or something.
Oh, that's true. Talent.
But do you think that they had like
Non-stick
oil?
pans?
Yeah, I was gonna say oil and non-stick.
Well, yeah, probably like
pans,
bake
too.
grease.
They probably had like. I'm just thinking of like poor America. They're probably just like eating shit out of a can.
Same.
So maybe they didn't. Oh, Beans is over there.
Oh, it's in his spot. He's on his bed.
Yeah, he's on his bed. And I think Reggie's upstairs. He's always watching. Always watching.
Always watching. Always on the lookout tower.
Wait, and then
the other one was
Starburst color.
the pink one.
The pink one is good.
Yeah.
I like to save all the pink ones and then mold it into a big giant ball.
Or mix pink and red together. I think if you only like the yellow ones, you're a serial killer.
See, I'm a equal opportunist Starburst eater. I like pretty much all of them.
I do like all of them. The tropical ones are the best ones.
Yeah, they're all so good.
Yeah.
I like the yellow ones.
But I think if your favorite is yellow.
That's not favorite.
No.
Nobody's favorite is yellow.
I don't know, man. I bet there's. Please comment below if yellow is your favorite Starburst, and then unfollow the podcast.
Kill yourself. Just kidding. You were thinking it.
I was thinking it. That's my thought every single inconvenience of every day. I'm like, the other one was favorite burner. What's your favorite burner?
I don't have one of those.
Oh, it's the back.
They work.
The back right. I don't know why it's tucked in the corner. I feel like it's also the most safest because like if the pan tipped over, like it's gonna fall onto the counter versus onto like the pets or the children.
So I have a different point of view from that. Because I'm tall, I feel like those ones are like kind of tucked away, like underneath the cupboards. Whereas I like the ones that are in the front because,
easy access.
Yeah, easier.
Yeah,
just slightly. But I don't have a favorite one left or right. I mean, if I'm having the big pot, then it goes in the big pan.
I suppose.
I'm not going to put the big pan on the little pot. There I have a preference. But other than that.
Then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay,
and then illegal thing.
Oh, yeah.
Spitting on the sidewalk at the entry of a store. That's pretty gross.
Euthanasia. Immediately. Death chair. What's it called? Electric chair.
Euthanasia. I want to go there.
I want to go there. Where she live?
Is that the subplot of Asia?
Euthanasia. That's the underneath Asia.
Urethra.
Oh.
Asia. Okay, now I'm getting goofy.
Are we hungry? Are we tired?
Okay. We had to make an aside really quick because I forgot comments. So Jeanette said, she looks so good behind you, Zach. I'm so glad that you like her so much. We love the mushrooms.
Our new mushroom thing.
Yes, we'll love them. So cute.
Yes, our new blacklight mushroom thing that we talked about in the last episode.
Yeah.
I love it. I have put a little plant on it. So thank you. I love it. It's very cool. I feel like you should make like 1,000 more in all different colors.
Yeah.
Or make like a huge one, like a huge like fish tank or something. Yeah. And then I can put that up on the wall.
Yes, for real. And then Sarah says, hey, be nice to Reggie. He's just a little baby. You don't live with him.
This is true.
And I would never unfollow you. Aw, thanks so much.
What was the Reggie comment about you?
I don't know.
Oh.
You were probably like, shut the fuck up. Just kidding.
Slap. And then I bet the never unfollow you was about the dicks. We talk about dicks a lot.
Oh, yeah. No more dicks.
We love dicks. We love dicks. Did you hear Vans Warp Tour is starting up again.
I literally thought you were gonna say like Vance, like JD Vance.
No.
And you said Vans with such elation. I was like, how are you excited?
JD Vance.
JD Vance tour?
Vance tour. I can't wait to see my little Vancy.
Okay. Vans.
Vans Warp Tour is starting up again.
Okay.
I loved Warp Tour. Did you go? I think.
Yeah.
How many times did you go?
Just once.
Just once.
With Sammy.
I remember going. Oh yeah, that was the story. I went with my friends Laurel, Laura, and Steph.
And Yanni.
Laurel, Laura, and Steph.
Laurel is a name?
Laurel, yeah.
Is it a male name?
No, she's a girl.
So it was Laurel and Laura?
Yep. They were best friends first. And then Steph and Laurel became friends, and me and Steph were already friends, and so then we all just joined forces and we all became best friends.
Did you just call them double L?
No, LL Cool J.
But so you said Laurel and Laura every single time you had to reference them?
Yeah, they looked very different, so it was very easy to tell them apart.
I know. I'm not talking about telling apart, but like when you reference them in speech, you said Laurel and Laura.
Yeah,
Laura and Laura.
Laura.
Okay. Anyways, sorry, just trying to get over that. Trying to get over that hump.
Anyway, we went to the Warp Tour, and we went to the Red Roof Inn. It was disgusting. It was so gross, but it was within walking distance of Warp Tour, so that's why we got it, and it was really cheap. And Steph's mom paid for it, so it was free, I guess. But we got there, and it was disgusting, and we're like, whatever, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna spend a night, and we, put our stuff in our, on the beds and whatever, and we thought it would be funny to look around. We're like, let's dig around and see if we find like drugs or money, just like being stupid. And we looked under the bed, and there was a half rotten apple and some like chewed up gum and like a beer bottle cap or something like that. And then there's garbage behind the TV, and then we go into the bathroom, and there's a hole drilled into the wall at like belly button height. And I was like, this isn't good. We should probably put a towel in there. And then Laurel was like, yeah, I'm going to put a washcloth in there immediately. And so we're like, we're off to a bad start. And then we're like, let's like turn over the beds. Like, I don't know, we're so stupid. We're like, let's turn over the beds and see what's on see if there's anything underneath there. Like maybe there's like money or like drugs, like I said, just being stupid. And we're like, maybe we'll find like a stash of weed or something. I don't know. And then we lifted up the one, and it was nothing, and nothing was under there. We lifted up the other one, and it looked like a brown blood stain.
Ew.
And then we kind of lifted it up a little bit higher, and there was a hand smear, and we're like, did someone die here? And we're like, this is gross, but we didn't care because we had to go to Warp Tour. So
right.
Yes.
And if it's on the bottom side, whatever,
then it's fine. Yeah, we just slept on top.
Or it's either somebody died or there's scat play.
Oh, maybe.
Two scenarios aren't very good.
I don't know. Yeah, they flipped it over. They're like, we can't afford another mattress. But Warp Tour was great. We saw Paramore. Haley Williams is like 3 feet tall. And then I went with Bailey one time, and we saw Sleeping with Sirens, and that was great.
I saw Never Shout Never.
Yes.
And Mike Posner.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't see.
Baby, please don't go. That was the song that he played. It was pretty cool.
I feel like Red Jumpsuit Apparatus was there one time, but I could be wrong.
I forgot what songs even played for Never Shout Never.
Oh,
or no,
yeah.
It wasn't Never Shout Never. It was
Hey Monday was there.
No, who was it? This Never Shout. Okay, what's the song? Baby, I love you. I never wanna let you go. I think it is Never Shout Never.
Yeah, Never Shout Never.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is everything you do. This is super duper cute.
Super duper cute.
Dad.
You sound just like him. That's so great. He was there when we went once, and and I just can't stand it.
I remember like that was the biggest one, and everybody flocked to that one.
Mm-hmm. I remember. I don't think it was OTEP.
Just not OTAP?
I think it was OTEP.
That'd be cool.
And then I can't remember all of them, but they were great. I should look them up, actually. I still have the guitar pick from one of the Warp Tours.
Find it.
I should. I feel like it's up in the attic.
I was like, it's not in. You don't have it if you can't procure it.
But I vote we go to the Warp Tour if it's not $1,000. That's what everyone's saying. They're like, they're like, if tickets are, because like when I went, I think the tickets were like $13, like pennies, like they were nothing. And they're like, if they're like with inflation and like the bands being who they are now, they're like, if tickets are like $50, like that'd be cool. Just to like,
I think they were like 40.
Yeah, like if they're like $40 to $80, they're like, I'll splurge at $80 probably for like VIP. But if they're gonna be assholes and be like, because like when I wanted to go see Warp Tour, it was $700 a ticket, and I was like, or not Warp Tour, Fall Out Boy. I'm like, I'm not gonna go fucking see Fall Out Boy for $1,000.
Yeah,
like however
insane.
much it was. It was like $1,400, and I was like, that's so stupid. So they're like, if it's concert ticket prices, and then people will scalp them, and then they'll be $1,000 a piece. They're like, this is gonna be the last year.
Yeah,
because I guess it's the same people who are doing it.
They gotta be old,
right?
Backbreaking.
My favorite thing, and I just cringe thinking about it, is that Taking Back Sunday video when they're like, oh, I waited 20 years I'm 20 years too late to see Taking Back Sunday, and he's like, we love. And he sounds just like I did right now.
Okay, but
I'm
that
like,
song, I don't know why they play that song, because that song is hard. Nobody can, like, that was a one take. They probably did that 400 times in the studio,
right,
to get that perfect. Nobody can sing that and not sound cringy,
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They should have, like, they have new music, don't they? They should have stuck to like new music. I don't think that they should touch that song ever again.
Well, and then it's like, that was like the whole
also
shtick.
Like, ouch, I'm sure it hurt.
Right. That was like the whole shtick of like MySpace emo era, was like contorting your voice like that, and it made a unique sound. And it was like, you know, and Jeffree Star is making a new album too, and it's like, you were auto-tuned completely. Like, you didn't sing any of this. It was just auto-tune, and that's what some of these people did. And they like contorted their voices like that to make it sound like unique. Here he comes. Should I scoot over? Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go.
Oh my god. The whole world of
goes to the pod we haven't seen for a long time.
The whole world of coaches.
Right. Ready to go over there. Get. Perfect.
Oh. That is a good spot.
Yeah, but there's no room for you. I'm so sorry.
Just lay down, Reggie.
I
wish you could see on the camera, but it's just Reggie sadly looking at Zach, like right out of frame. His face is right there. You might see a snoot or two.
A snoot. Just sit down. But I vote we go if they're not $1 billion a piece.
I don't know.
And my
it's
other,
going to be. So
my other favorite part was all the emo boys. Like, that's what I did. I don't even remember paying attention to a lot of the band, because I was just like, boys in skinny jeans and eyeliner, my favorite.
Emo boys.
Jesus Christ. Lay down.
Like that reminds me of that one TikTok of that cat that like knocked something over and it made a noise, so it jumps and knocks everything over. It just creates chaos because it's like scaring itself.
Oh, he had a little boost.
Reggie would do that.
Right, he would do that. Yeah. What did I do? I think I dropped the spoon on the counter. I've never seen that dog run so fast.
Yeah.
Like,
it's so funny.
It was like an accident.
Any sharp noise, he's like,
right. No laughing. Again, no laughing, no clapping, no giggling.
No laying on the
no
floor.
Coughing, no sneezing.
No kneeling.
No touching each other.
Touching is fine, except Beans doesn't like it, so
yeah,
no touching.
We can't touch anything.
I left the door open downstairs in the basement, so we ate some food again. So I skipped his dinner.
Okay. We have to buy dog food now.
Yeah, it's looking low.
I should just put it up somewhere.
I
Anyway.
know we need to put it in a container. Aside from in the warehouse, things that have never occurred before. 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
1,000 bottles of baby oil on the wall.
1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Oh yeah. I also have.
Did we fact check if it was laced or not? Because that's
No.
what I heard, that the oil was laced.
The oil was laced. So if you have been living under a rock and all the P. Diddy drama, there was 1,000 bottles of baby oil. And didn't he blame Costco and Costco had to make a statement, or did they just make a statement because of the rumor?
I think it's all just rumor now.
Okay.
The fact is there's 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Yeah.
Located in P. Diddy's like bathroom or something.
Yeah. So then somebody said they're like all the people, so like it's just like a running thing that black people need oil to like oil their skin. It's not necessary.
Yeah.
You can use regular lotion or cocoa butter or whatever. But I saw a bunch of TikToks that were just like one bottle. They're like, I got this bottle 3 years ago. They're like $1 bottle from Walmart.
Some people are like, I've never seen the bottom of a baby oil.
Yes, I remember.
thing.
Yeah, I remember I think my mom would like put it on her legs after shaving her legs or something. And I'm like, I never remember that thing running out. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what? And then yeah, like the other thing is people would use it as lube, and I'm like, I've never heard of that either. Using baby oil as lube.
I mean, what else? That's the thing. That's
Just
the
use-
mystery.
just spit on it.
So, like, let's say it's not a sinister. Like, let's say it's not a sinister reason
Yeah.
to have the
he
1,000 bottles. Like, he's a hoarder.
Yeah, that's
But it's
true.
like, why just the baby oil?
Right.
Like, I just feel like something sinister is happening, obviously.
Right. Well,
And it's like, but what? You know what I mean? Like, oil
well,
wrestling.
that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, oil wrestling. I saw somebody do the math.
That's a good spot.
I saw somebody do the math, and they're like, an average size bottle of baby oil is blah 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 ounces, and they're like, a standard like hotel hot tub is X amount of ounces, and they're like, with 1,000 bottles, it'll probably be just at the line to not like overflow your hot tub. And so he's like, is he putting baby oil in his hot tub and heating it up or something? Is he taking baby oil baths or something? They're like, but
1,000 at a time, though.
but then that would have to go down the drain unless he had somebody scoop it out. And
yeah, so much oil down the drain.
so much oil down the drain would fuck up. But I guess if you have P. Diddy money, you don't care.
What are you
You're
doing
like, I'll
with
just throw
oil?
the whole house away.
What are you doing with that much oil?
Yeah, and then they're like,
I want to know if he said anything. Like, oh my
Probably
bad.
not.
Like, I like
I
to
don't
take a bottle of oil every day.
I don't
Like,
want my knees to be ashy. It
so
stresses me out.
I don't get it.
As my knees are ashy as fuck.
I still like the mystery needs to be solved. But if it's laced,
Then yeah, that's bad.
kind of makes sense because. But then, like, what are we talking about? Laced, like, you can administer what laced?
Well, I can see
G or something.
GHB.
Right.
So I can see if it's laced, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna put this lube on you, and it's laced, and then you get even more freaky. Like that makes sense. But you still don't need 1,000. Like you could have one bottle and it be laced and do the whole orgy. And that's what another thing was too. They're like, even an orgy, like if you had like weekly orgies, this is too much baby oil.
I just don't. Yeah. Like, right. You'd have to be like. He must have gotten a coupon, like buy one get 1,000 off or something.
If you buy one, that's his problem.
He had 100 coupons and he's like, might as well. It's a deal,
right? I'm not gonna let this go. They don't expire. They don't go bad.
Yeah.
I also saw that he had.
I want an explanation.
I need an explanation. Diddy, call him up. I also saw that he had 784 dildos around his house, which is 6 less than I have.
He's so dumb. Which is 10 less than I have.
10 less than I have. So that's embarrassing for him.
Like, how many? 600?
784 were counted.
Okay,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, even if you dipped at 784 and got those nice and looby for your party, you still have 998 bottles of baby oil left over. Like, that is constant orgies. Like, you have to have like a consistent
even
orgy.
with 718. Oh my god, all I picture is like yard games, and it's a lineup of dildos, and whoever lubes them up the fastest and then rings the bell wins
a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's so funny. Yeah, it's like
one person's lubing them up, and then the next person's like dunking on them
784 times.
Boop, boop, boop.
Where'd it go?
Hope that would keep with.
So funny. But yeah, and it's like, that's fine if you want to have orgies and all this stuff, just consensually.
Is it fine?
I think orgies are
fine.
Debauchery, absolutely.
No, I feel like the orgies that are taking place are non-consensual
exactly.
orgies.
Yep, that's what the problem is.
That's what I meant.
Is
that fine? I don't think so.
No, that's what the problem is. And I am waiting for, and I love it too, because there's lots of people who are like freaking out. Like, I guess Kevin Hart's involved now. Usher's involved.
So many people.
And everyone's going, do you want to know who's their number 2 and number 3? Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Right.
They're going down next.
And like that's why Tupac died, and that's why Aaliyah died, and like,
yeah,
all this shit.
All these people keep going missing because they know too much.
Well, I mean, pedophilia has just been a thing. I mean, let's talk about Aaliyah, 14 years old.
Literally. And how old was R. Kelly? Like 30 or 32?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Weird. Again, talk about euthanasia.
Even if you were 18, that's fucking weird.
It is. Well, that was Beyonce. Beyonce was 19 when she met Jay-Z, and he was gonna be 30. And like,
that's pretty weird.
It's
so like, now that we're this age, you know how fucking Demi Lovato, 17, 35 or whatever, like finally, or 17, 31 or
17, 29.
Yeah. Like, when you reach that age, you realize there ain't no way in hell that I would date somebody that young.
Yeah, exactly.
Date a 19-year-old? I'd rather blow my brains out.
Me dating someone who is 14 right now. Like, I'm R. Kelly.
I would rather jump off a cliff, but then
I have nothing to talk to you about.
Yeah, if you're a pedophile.
What do we have to talk about?
They're not talking.
That's true.
They're
like, did you finish your math homework today? That's what we have to talk about, because you're still a baby.
You're not even in freaking algebra yet.
Do you know the ABCs yet when you're 14?
I think that's something that you have to learn.
But yeah, it's like,
I just couldn't imagine.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine.
Like, no way. 20 even.
Yeah. Well, I think about that, like, because how old are you? 32? 1?
It's just, I feel like at a certain age, you like, and especially like after COVID, I guess everybody's been through COVID now, but you just see some shit. And so when you like have to, like, if you had to like talk to somebody who hasn't seen said shit.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, it was like such a hard 8 to 5 or whatever. Like, oh my God, like school was so hard.
Oh yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up right now, you little bitch. I'll show you what's fucking hard.
I'll show you what life is really about.
You haven't done this for 10 years.
But yeah, it's just so sad. It's so crazy. But then it's like, that's what I just hope it all blows up, and I hope they take down everybody, and I hope he doesn't Epstein himself. And
I just want to, I'm so, what if he does, dude?
Then Jay-Z and Beyonce are on top, and I think they'll learn their lesson from this, and they'll take it from here.
And they'll hide their $1,000 baby oil.
They'll hide all their shit.
Or 1,000 bottles.
Everything is going to get nice and covered up, and everyone will be like, oh, well.
Do you think, like, I really want to know what the 1,000 baby oil bottles were.
Do you lose sleep over it?
I don't lose sleep over it, but whenever it pops back in my brain, I'm like, what?
Well, and then
what could they be doing?
And then they were all different sizes too. So there's like the normal size, but then there was like the industrial size. Like there was like a bottle that was like this big. There was like
I don't care if it's travel size.
That shit's gonna last
insane.
Yeah. What do you do?
1,000 travel size baby oil bottles, that would still be fucking dumb.
Crazy. Yeah.
And the picture of it, just all of them lined up. I'm like,
Well, and I also
what's
feel
going on?
I also feel so bad for his kids because I think he has like 50 kids. Oh, his wife was killed, or well, she died. I don't think she was killed. Here's me spreading rumors. She died, and then everyone's
how'd she die?
I think it was something stupid like pneumonia, which is like Brittany Murphy
dies from pneumonia.
When she was like 28 or something too. I have all my facts wrong. Clearly, I've never done any research ever.
Have you picked up a book?
No.
Have you seen a TikTok?
Kim Porter died on November 15th, 2018 in California of lobar pneumonia after several days of flu-like symptoms. That's in quotes.
I bet he just injected her lungs full of baby oil.
I bet you're right. Her cause of death was listed as deferred on her death certificate. Ooh.
Deferred.
Deferred means no conclusion.
Oh, really? Like,
no, because he paid everybody. He's like, it's deferred, and they're like, actually, she was shot 75 times. He's like, no, it's pneumonia, and they're like, okay,
she is just meat on the ground.
Right?
Like, no, she has pneumonia.
No, it's pneumonia.
There's blood splatters all over the ceiling and the floor. No, it's pneumonia.
It's actually pneumonia. And here's $50,000.
Her head is severed. I'm just kidding.
Her head was cut off. Her arms were cut off.
Her head was cut off. Her arms were cut off.
No, it's not pneumonia.
That's so crazy.
Kim Porter, how old are? No, not chiropractor.
Kim Porter, hardly know her. Is that what her name was? Kim Porter. Love it. Hardly know her.
Yeah. I think you are hungry. She was 48 when she died.
Okay.
Pneumonia at 48. Okay.
That makes sense.
No.
Kind of. Pneumonia at 48?
Well, you can get pneumonia.
You're on death's door at 48. I don't know if I can make it to 60.
I think that sounds terrible.
Not with this back pain.
Well, you are sitting in that bad chair.
I know, I'm scorpioned or shrimped into this back.
But they're cute.
They're cute. I just, yeah. Who makes... This is the shape of the chair that I'm in. It's like...
I bet they thought it was
like,
going to be...
I don't know how to explain it. My back is like this.
It's like a cornucopia.
Like there needs to be some lumbar, you know?
They don't know what that was when those were invented.
Who? Lumbars.
Lumber.
Lemon bars.
Did you hear that the Octomom is a grandma?
Wow.
Yeah. So
we're really old.
So her oldest child is 22. So and I didn't see the report of which kid had a kid. So the oldest kid is 22. All the octuplets are 14, 15.
Oh my god! Imagine if every single kid also had 8 kids.
Right. Psychotic.
8 times 8. What's that?
But yeah.
ChatGPT.
I'm like, I remember that being so crazy. That was so wild. And now she's a grandma.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you can have a kid at 22. That doesn't seem crazy. But just thinking like, I don't know, the Octomom having a grandkid, I think it's wild to me. But then I was panicking because I was thinking it might be one of the 15-year-olds, which I guess like can still happen. But it's like, that would be so shitty. Like to be a baby and you have a baby. I don't know. Just like, it's crazy. I just thought that was interesting. Did you also hear, this is hot off the presses, about
isn't Octomoms, aren't they all the same age?
She had other kids before them.
I
think she had twins or triplets before them.
So it was 5?
No, I think she had twins first, 2, and then twins or triplets, I forget, I don't remember. And then she had the 8 babies, octuplets.
Okay, anyways, continue.
Yeah. Hot off the presses, did you hear about the tattoo artist lady who freaked out on a client because he admitted he had HIV?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Just briefly.
Oh my god. I love that people are positively blowing it up. They're like, this person's a psychopath. This person should never tattoo ever again. They're like, it is discriminatory. It is disrespectful.
Yeah.
And then they're like, it is based state to state. If you need to disclose your status, they're like, I wouldn't ask just because it's none of my business, because we learn in tattoo school that the very first thing you learn is the assumption everyone's got something.
Right.
Like everybody has a bloodborne pathogen, so that's why you wear gloves and everything is in plastic and you have everything disposable, or it can
like
or
a doctor's visit or something.
yeah, or
like,
it can go into an autoclave, and they're like all the needles are obviously disposable. Like that's the whole point of having a tattoo shop, is to be clean and sanitary, and then leave. They can leave with good art.
Well, it's like giving uneducated too.
And that's what everyone's saying too. They're like, this isn't the 80s. Like, what are you, like, how old? I didn't, because she deleted the post and she shut down her TikTok and her Instagram and all that stuff. And I can't find it. I looked and I looked and I looked. But I guess she like tripped out and like chucked the machine in the garbage, and she threw away the armrest, and she's like, I have to throw away my booth, like the Foley massage table. She's like, shit, I have to throw away the whole thing. We have to shut down the shop. Like, freaked out. And the person left,
God.
the person left, like, obviously they were discriminated against. They're heartbroken, and they have like a almost like not finished tattoo. And then this lady, I'm like, I hope this lady fucking gets roasted.
A lady?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I hope she just gets destroyed, and like I hope I hope her shop gets shut down. And yeah, and everyone's saying that too. They're like, this person has a really good case, because that's psychotic.
Well,
you could have HIV and we share a cup, and that's like nothing would happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you have to do quite a bit. I mean, not really, but like, I don't know. It's just not that easy to get it.
Like,
and then
even if he touched the blood, he wouldn't get it.
Yeah, if I like bloop the HIV blood, it's like, unless you have an open sore,
right?
Like, are you drinking his tattoo blood?
Yeah.
Like, you're dumb. Yeah, and like, what are the odds of that happening? On top of, you should be cleaning everything.
On top of, you should be wearing gloves.
And then like, and then I think if I remember correctly too, I saw somebody say too, they're like, he's on medicine and his, levels are all good and stuff like that. So it's like probably undetectable. So nothing probably would have happened anyway.
Yeah, if he's like, most people, that was another argument that I saw too, or that's how I learned from this situation, was through this one TikTok creator who was like, if we know, because she had HIV and was like, it is 2024. Most people, if they know that they have HIV and they're like telling people about it and like opening up and saying stuff like this, like, we are undetectable because we've been taking pills, every single day forever. Yeah. And so it's like,
So I just thought that was crazy. Like, I didn't think that was even a thing anymore. Like, not that HIV is not a thing, just like being that crazy about it. Because that's what people did with Greg Louganis when he hit his head in the pool. They're like, get out of the pool, and like Hunter on Queer as Folk, like that's where they got that from, because he had HIV and he hit his head in the pool or something like that. Hunter from Queer as Folk.
I know, but I don't remember that scene.
Oh yeah, that's like the parents are like, everyone get out of the pool, he has AIDS, and everyone's like, oh my god, and
that was in Queer as Folk.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and that's where they got the idea from, was Greg Louganis.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's like, grow up.
Yeah, like, obviously blood would be hitting chlorine. Yeah, and like being pulverized immediately.
Exactly. Well, and then it's like the tablespoon of blood compared to an Olympic-sized pool. It's gonna dissolve.
Travels like lightning.
Right. Everyone's like, AIDS immediately. That's, again, just like
everybody's got AIDS.
Just like chest binders create lesbians.
Yeah.
That AIDS works lightning fast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. We're scientists. I changed my mind. Another one of my favorite things lately on TikTok is these women making men uncomfortable. Yeah. Like, they're catcalling. I think I've sent you a couple of them. They're like, it's like a meat truck, and they're like, hey baby, let me see your sausage, and it's like just like this old guy, and he's like, oh, like, like, you could just tell, like, some of them are like play into it, but some of them are like they don't know what to do because they're like not used to being catcalled.
Are you Duncan Hines?
Am I Duncan Hines?
Yeah.
No.
Ooh, you sure made my cake moist. Are you a sea lion? Because I can see you lying in my bed, baby. Damn, boy, you Tiger Kings, you got my kitty. Woo! I must be a beaver, baby, because I saw what that would. You're like chicken shit. Are you Lucky Charms because you're magically delicious? Wow. I'm no waitress, baby, but I'll sure take that tip. Damn, sir, are you an alien? Because you just abducted my heart. Hot dog, baby.
It's so funny, and then they like go for like a minute. They're like and they're like wee, just like make it obnoxious.
I've seen those.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Those are my new favorite thing. But yeah, I'm like, that's so funny. Like, what a clever idea. Just like being vulgar towards men, just objectifying them. It's
I
funny.
was dying at a TikTok the other day, and I sent it to you, and I'll play it. And I still think about it. And it was like the one where she was like, "Oh, you know, whatever her name was, Kelly. Oh, do you know Kelly?
Oh yeah, Kelly. She's nice.
Oh yeah, she's okay. She's
nice.
fine." And then the third friend comes in and sits down and is like, "Oh, she knows Kelly. Oh, Kelly, a gem of a
Vodka.
person.
It's like vodka, like glug 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 glug.
A
They're
gem
like,
of a person.
a gem of a person, really great. And
Nothing
then,
bad to say about Kelly."
yeah, they're like,
I was fucking
and then they're like,
dying,
and then
dude.
the one friend that they're unsure about is like, I just haven't had a really good experience, and they're like, tell us of her crimes, wench.
I think we have a mutual friend in common. What's her name? Oh, Kelly. You know Kelly. Love her. What I miss? You won't believe it. She knows Kelly.
We love Kelly.
How did you come across Kelly? Because we've come across her a couple times.
A rare gem.
A gem of a woman.
What do you think about Kelly?
We're not ones to gossip.
If you were in possession of pertinent information, I would say that you're liable to share.
She is in my prayer journal.
We're wishing her the best.
Oh, she was definitely great. What am I sensing here? Am I sensing something? I just haven't had the best experiences with her.
Tell us of our crimes, when
It's just good journalism, if you will.
you'll share, we'll share. It'll be a mutual sharing of information about someone we both deeply respect.
And love
I love her as my own child.
as one would a babe.
But here's what I know about Kelly.
Tell us about crimes.
Yeah, they just like go off. It's so funny. They're like,
I'll play. There's 2 parts, and it just, that is what I love about TikTok.
yeah,
the skits, the
the
ingenuity,
stupidity. I
and then
love
even the next one, she does like a pirouette, like when she finds out that we're about to talk shit about Kelly or whatever.
It's so funny. Because
one
that is
killed
true
me.
though. That was like, yeah, that's like when you're. I've done that before where I'm like, oh yeah,
Love her.
She's a good man.
Love Kelly.
She's a good manager. And then the person's like, what? And I was like, oh good, I have an it. You're like they're just like, are you serious?
Love her.
Did you also hear about the God Pan Astarion statue? Astarion? How do you say his name?
Astarion?
Yeah.
Godpan?
Yep, that's what
What does that mean?
It is a hyper realistic statue of, how do you say it? Astarion?
Astarion.
Astarion. Where he has 3 different like scenes going on. He's like laying on the ground reading a book, and he's clothed, and he's got a book. And then there's another one where he's got his shirt open or it's like coming off or something like that. And then there's like, you can mold him and like move him around. And then there's like the next scene is he's not wearing any clothes, but he's got the book on his lap. And then the next book, the one in the book is gone, and it's fully nude, full peen. And you could purchase this.
And
for
these
like,
are statues?
yeah, you can purchase it for like $400, I think.
Of course.
Should I buy you one for your birthday?
Sure.
That's your birthday present.
Yeah.
We'll just have them all up here. But yeah, I was like, oh, this is so funny. Like people are just
That is funny.
so lusty with him.
Yeah.
There was this one
Oh yeah, I sent you a fucking
Oh,
Am I
yeah.
the asshole? And it was about they played Baldur's Gate together, and in the game you have somebody that you romance, and it's a D&D game or whatever. Video game. and they were romancing their characters, and I guess the guy, when his romance in the game said "I love you," he got a boner.
Yeah.
And then the girl stopped talking to him. That was so funny.
So funny, yeah, because he's like, my love language is affection.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's a video game. And he's like, I don't know, I just got caught up in it. Something like that. I thought that was, that was funny.
Do you think who's in the wrong, the guy or the girl?
The girl.
I mean, you can't. Obviously.
Yeah.
You can't control a boner.
Yeah. What you like? What you like? If you like anime, hentai,
Demon ladies.
That say I love you. Do it.
Yeah. Did you hear about the Florida HOA president getting blown
Oh yeah.
up?
The president of the Florida HOA that banned Harris 2024 yard signs is fighting for his life in the hospital. During one of his midnight sweeps of going around and removing all the Harris signs, he yanked up a sign that triggered an underground explosion.
Yes.
Because he was taking Democratic signs from people's yards, and somebody protected their sign with a mine.
An actual mine.
And so this HOA president was pulling off the Democratic sign, and his foot got blown off.
Was it like blown off? I didn't hear what actually happened to him. I just heard of the story.
Yeah.
That's wild. I think HOA should be illegal. Like, that's crazy.
It is a stand your ground state.
You deserve it, bro. Don't touch my shit.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, he deserves it. Don't touch my stuff.
That is crazy.
I think HOA should be illegal. My grandma, where we used to live, she had a HOA. Crazy. Like, I would forget the light on. Like, they hated that I parked my car in the driveway. Pissed. Furious. I'm like, there's nowhere for me to park. They said I should park it on the road. And I'm like, it's a road, a highway, like not a highway, but I'm like, it's a road that is no parking. And they're like, park it at the church. I'm like, I'm not going to walk like a half a mile to the church to go get my car, which will probably get towed. And then they're like, well, then you got to bring it home. And I was like, I need to take my grandma places. Like, if my car's out of gas, I'll use hers. If
was it because it was like a shitty car or what?
It was it was a 1987 Cadillac. So it looked cool. I thought it looked cool, but it was huge and it took up, and the neighbor didn't care. Like, the neighbor next door didn't care. So what's the problem? But they hated it, and I remember they
just hated the Cadillac, or if it would have been a nice
it was
car.
an eyesore because it's a car in the driveway. There wasn't supposed to be cars in the driveways, unless like you had visitors, of course. But it was like permanently in the driveway because I lived there.
Yeah.
And then I remember I left the light on, the front of the garage light, and they called my grandma and yelled at her. And then one time it burned out, and I was like, I didn't even know it was burned out. It's on the front of the garage. I wouldn't know that unless I had left it on and noticed that it was burnt out. And she called and like scolded my grandma, and my grandma's like, I hate her. My grandma's like, it's a light bulb. Like, my grandma was in the same boat. She's like, it's a light bulb. And like, they would yell at her if she didn't trim her trees and shit, and it's like, those should be illegal.
Yeah, it does seem like a waste of time and energy.
Yeah, it's a waste of energy.
I'm the president of the HOA. Get a fucking real job.
Yeah, right. Get a hobby.
Yeah. Schwanns is going out of business.
I know, I saw that.
Rest in peace. What a beautiful company.
Yeah, that was another one of my grandma's highlights. She would always get Schwanns. I'm like, Grandma, we don't have money. I'm like, we have no money for Schwanns. She's like, we're getting ice cream sandwiches. And they were always the good, crunchy ice cream
crunchy
sandwiches.
ones.
And the first time I ever had chicken Kiev was from Schwanns. That was another one of my grandma's things.
That's
like,
right. They did have good food.
Yeah. But it was $1 billion for fucking ice cream.
I know. It was like, but then I thought it was a rich thing. Not saying that my parents are rich or anything, but like, I always just thought it was like a comfortable to rich thing.
Right.
But they target poor communities.
Yep.
Like, oh, okay, I guess we're just poor.
I see there's a couple of Schwanns trucks around town that are painted over. They're like brown now or something like that.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
well,
that was
changed
obvious
to yellow, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, but now that's going out of business.
Poor Schwanns. Well, that's probably because they're too expensive.
End of an era.
If I could go to the Walmart and get a 24 pack of ice cream sandwiches for $5, and you have one for $85.
Yeah, exactly.
I've changed my favorite dinosaur.
Okay, to what?
I don't know how to say it.
Anearnathid. Anearnathid.
Anearnathid.
Anearnathid.
Anearnathid.
Anearnathid.
Anearnathid.
Anear.
It is. It's like a bat. I don't even know, a bat, squirrel, chipmunk situation.
Do you have a pic?
Yes, I do.
That is cute.
Right, so cute.
Okay, that's my favorite too now. Just kidding. Are they small?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see what the Google says.
Watch, you pull up the comparison, and it's like ginormous.
Right, it's the size of beans.
That's the Quetzalcoatl or whatever.
Like, yeah, they're so cute.
Did I told you that they have a Quetzalcoatl in D&D?
Yes, you did.
Or Quetzalcoatlus or whatever. Quetzalcoatlus. I forgot how they pronounced it. My favorite dinosaur. If you were listening previously, they have it in D&D, which I'm forcing Zach to play with me.
Yes, it's actually fun.
Yeah.
I'm actually having fun. I thought it was only for losers, but here I am.
Well, exactly.
I'm a loser. I'm a freak. I'm a
But that's exciting that you
weirdo.
changed.
Yes.
Does this mean you're a Republican now?
It is.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You also changed to the have you seen that TikTok where it was like, I was raised right, not left.
Oh yeah. I saw a girl, I saw this woman, and not I'm only making fun of her looks because she's a Republican.
Yeah.
And they deserve it. But like, this lady was shaped like Grimace, but like clearly had never used any of her leg muscles. So it was like Grimace body, but on like 2 popsicle sticks.
Like Dr. Eggman
Dr.
from Sonic.
Yes. Yep. And I'm like, that is the weirdest shaped body I've ever seen. And then she also looked like a grumpy cat, and her hair was thinning and stuff like that. And her shirt said that I think it's a daddy, which I'm like, well, it's like, my daddy raised me right, not left.
No.
And it was like the elephant or whatever the Republican animal is. And I'm like, that is tacky, and you look inbred, so that does make sense.
For real.
Especially because your shirt says daddy.
Daddy.
They had a wingspan of 20 inches.
Okay, so they're teeny tiny. Just a little over a foot.
1.4 ounces. I would die.
I would die.
That would be the cutest little thing. Just think one of those little flying thing around the house.
How do you say it again? Anathema.
Yes, exactly like that.
Anearnathid.
Anearnathid.
Anearnathid. I love them. I want one right now. Right now.
Let's get one.
Okay. But those are all my topics.
Okay.
That's
that was
it.
fun.
We talked about a lot of stuff.
We did.
We have decided to take a little break
Oh, yeah, we're taking a break.
because Thomas does all the work and I don't do anything.
And I want a break.
Thomas needs a break.
Secretly, it's because...
We have so much going on.
Yeah.
Because we're so popular.
We're so popular. No, it's my birthday month, so...
Yeah.
One weekend, that weekend we're busy, next weekend we're busy, and I just don't want to be like editing and...
Right. Frazzled. Flustered. Plus work. Plus...
And so there won't be any Reddit stories either.
Yep.
So
Skipping
this
that.
is the last episode until October 31st.
Which will be...
Halloween.
And...
All Hallows Eve.
And...
Our 1-year anniversary.
Yay!
Which is insane.
Which is bananas.
That's so crazy.
Untier.
We're at like episode, what, 20?
We skipped a handful of weeks.
No, it's
if we did it weekly,
it's
it would
because
be
we
a full
dropped,
year.
We dropped to 2 per month.
Yeah.
And that's what slowed it down for sure.
Yeah.
But now we're kicking it back
But
up.
we've still done it for a year. We've committed.
Yes.
We've enjoyed each other's company for at least a
year. And we
year.
haven't quit.
We're not quitters.
We're not. So hopefully we see you October 30th.
That's true.
Something might happen.
Unless those Democrats aim that hurricane this way.
Oh my God.
What?
By then, I just realized by then it'll be almost time for a new prezi.
Oh.
Isn't it crazy to think like
A little.
in a little over a month, 37 days, sure, we'll have another president.
We'll know if we're safe,
Like,
if we're okay,
yeah.
or if we're all gonna get hung.
Regardless, it's always so weird switching presidents.
It is. It's a wild thing. We need a new system.
Okay, remember when presidents stayed for 8 years and that was the normal?
Yeah.
Let's go back to that.
Like, Daddy Barack, come back.
Yes, come back. Bush could have left sooner, but
100%.
But if he would have left sooner, then we wouldn't have had Obama. Probably, maybe.
Yeah, that's my goal. Like, that's kind of like what Barack said in his book. He's like, people were looking to somebody to be hopeful for.
Yeah,
and that's what people are saying about Mamala.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it'll be the same sentiment, and
true.
We'll be okay.
I think it'll be
for
fine
4
if
more years.
one person gets voted in. But anyways, thank you so much. Comment, like, subscribe.
Please comment your favorite dinosaur, your stupid questions, what should be illegal,
Things you've had it with.
Okay,
maybe not. I'll bleep that one out because that's not our podcast.
That's not our podcast. Things
that should be illegal is what I meant.
Or if you have Reddit stories that you would like, or am I the assholes or whatever, write it in. We'll read it.
Yes.
Okay,
bye.
Bye.
As the hurricane kicks in.
Right, exactly.
Thanks for listening to A Few.
New episodes out every Monday.
Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Flamingly Unfiltered for updates.
Now available.
Available.
Now available on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
Apple Pod.
Apple Pod.